Dublin traffic, Ryanair 3 from X-ray, southwest.
Right, here we are at Dublin. We're coming in for runway 10 right for once. Normally the wind is prevailing from the west, so we'd normally be landing over the sea onto 28 right, 28 left even. However, it is 10 right today. There's a few traffics on final, as you just heard there. We've got a British Airways and a Ryanair, but more or less ready to start turning base leg now. We just need to make sure this altitude comes right the way down, which is taking its time. Don't know what that is exactly. That I want performance approach phase. There we go, approach phase now on. We can do a heading now of 190. Dublin traffic, Alpine 55 Delta left heading 190, left base ILS 10 right. That's everyone told. Right, let's convert back over to a flight path angle of 1.5 because we're on base leg, so we don't need to go too much downwards. You can see the glide path's already there. There's our base leg, there's our runway over there, and for the first time in Johnny history I am flying this approach left-handed, because the stick's on the left, so the right-hand seat would be the right-handed stick, so I guess I've got to just fly it lefty-like. Let's put it to 3 degrees now. Now just looking, we're about 2 miles away, so now we can turn left direct to Gannett. 130 degrees, 30 degrees to the right of the runway heading. That way we can intercept the localizer quite nicely. I'm going to demand now flaps 2. There we go, flaps 2 coming down now. And I'm going to ask the aircraft to do 160 knots. We'll do 170 until 5. 60 to 4 seems reasonable. Right, we're now on the intercept heading. I'm going to arm localizer. There's 4,000 feet, descend down to 3,000 because we're allowed down to 3,000 on this localizer until we're established. Everything is set up there, ready to go. We could put flaps 3 in, I suppose. There's the localizer, flaps 3 coming in now. So you can see it's a very, very small adjustment. And let's arm the localizer. I mean the glide path. Dublin traffic, Alpine 55 Delta localizer established 10 right, range 11 miles. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to fly as much of the approach by hand so that I've got you know, a fairly solid base in how to use this joystick with my left hand. However, we do have a 25 knot crosswind at the moment, which will be spicy. So let's do 170 to 5. We're going to intercept the glide path very soon anyway, so I'm going to go to manual flying. I'm just going to pop up this screen here, so I've got it nice and big. I'm a bit more gentle with my left hand actually. I'm not as willing to throw it around because I don't trust it quite the same amount. So it's more like tiny movements for me. So we've got altitude armed and the glide path's just coming down now. Got 8 miles to go. I'll put the gear down in a few seconds. So there's the glide path coming, and you can see the flight director adjusting for that. Although I'm seeing the screen here, it's a shame this isn't getting recorded.
2,500.
That was a bit of wind shear. A little bit blustery, let's say. 7 miles to go, gear down. Ready to adjust 6 miles to go, speed to the plane and flaps full. Okay, configured. Dublin traffic Alpine 55 Delta 6 mile final, runway 10 right.
Dublin traffic Ryanair 3 Romeo X-ray altitude. Sorry, fully clear of runway 10 right.
There we go, that's all good to me. Sounds grand, right, let's set auto brake set to low, speed brake is armed. Still flying it manually. Ooh. It's a bit breezy, let's say that. Outer marker.
Dublin traffic Ryanair 8 Victor is descending through flight level 100 after 1 Lima arrival will be joining on the ILS runway 10 right.
Guys, looking good, we're crabbed up into the wind, you can have a look out the window and see that there.
Dublin traffic Ryanair 8 Victor proceeding direct to all flights on the after 1 arrival to the ILS runway 10 right. Dublin.
Yeah, wind's going all over the show. .21 knots from the right hand side right now. Wind-wise, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that high when I first started doing that. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to manual visual in a second, just as we go below for some 500 feet. Dublin traffic, Alpine 55 Delta short final landing to 10 right, Dublin. So nobody tries any funny business. There we go, we're kind of set up now. The wind's dropped down to 10 knots, which was as expected. It is Microsoft Flight Simulator after all. I'm now going to fix on the landing point and try and keep it in my visual sort of sight.
500.
And it thinks it's a bit low, which is fine. It looks okay so far.
$400.
So I think we're pretty much on the money. I'm not going to be going any higher than that.
100 above. 200.
Yeah, keep it pointing at the marks.
Minimum.
We're going a bit too high.
100.
Good. It's going to be 50 over the marks. 50,
40.
Sorry,
30,
say that. Was
20,
that a question, sir?
10. 5.
Touchdown. Reverses. Green diesel.
Oh yeah, that, are you on X-plane?
80 knots and reverses off. Switch over to manual braking. We're going to vacate next left. High speed, so we can go off at 40 knots or so. Dublin traffic, Alpine 55 Delta, vacated 10 right. We get cross over here, we go straight to the nice fancy terminal. MK Studios Dublin, it's a reasonably good scenery, yeah, accurate.
Dublin traffic, Ryanair 8
Interesting making that approach
right,
with my left hand.
Establish 10 right, Dublin.
Let's bring the flaps in. Cross now. Dublin traffic, Alpine 55 Delta, crossing 16. There we go, onto the runway, a little bit of bounce, and then off the runway, a little bit of bounce. There we go. It's just the elevation changes of the taxiways and the runways. I see a lot of texture flickering going on ahead, which I'm not a massive fan of, but suppose that's live. Right, I'm going to follow this one here around to the right. Max span 36 meters. Should be okay. Let's check. Yeah, it looks fine. We're going to take something on the light there. Yeah, we've even got a marshal. There we go. Parking brake. Off and off. Seatbelts off too. I think we're gonna need stairs. To my dismay. Oh, please tell me you've bought some stairs. Right, emergency slides it will be. Let's see what the landing rate was, I'm curious. We got 114 feet per minute. Wind was 119 degrees of 5 knots. Landing speed was 125 knots. So not too bad. It was an okay flare actually. Everything did its job nicely. Even the marshaller.
Dublin traffic, not sure what the Ryanair in front is doing. We're establishing ILS 10 right now, and we are 11.5 miles. Very close to that traffic.
Very nice. There we go. Right, I'm gonna finish that up now. Complete the flight and stop the recording.